Just a short distance from the border with Sudan, on the shores of Lake Nasser, sits one of the most breathtaking archaeological sites in all of Egypt, the twin temples of Abu Simbel. The Abu Simbel temple is incredible on the outside and just as breathtaking on the inside. Its perfect combination of massive size and incredible beauty make it a temple worthy of the gods, and for a pharaoh who wanted everyone else to consider him a god as well. The modern story of Abu Simbel is just as fascinating as the ancient one. In 1964, with the construction of the Aswan High Dam, the Egyptian authorities realized that the rising waters of the Nile that would eventually become Lake Nasser threatened to destroy this incredible complex. Rather than risk the destruction of the Abu Simbel temples, one of the greatest feats of archaeological engineering ever undertaken was begun. Egyptian authorities disassembled the temples and the hills that encompassed them one stone by one stone, and then moved them over 200 feet up the Nile banks into the place that they now sit, where they reassembled them piece by piece exactly as they had seen them before, including the fallen statue of Ramses that sits to the left of the entrance of the temple of Ramses II. Now these huge temples look out over Lake Nasser, which thanks to the High Dam in Aswan is one of the largest man-made lakes in the world.
Abu Simbel has the largest man-made lake.
A look inside the temples of Abu Simbel will make it pretty clear that these beauties are not just skin deep. The Temple of Ramses II is as amazing inside as it is outside. It even has one of the earliest known attempts at depicting motion in a still image. At the back of the temple, you'll find seated statues of Ra-Harakti, Ramses II, Amun-Ra, and Ptah, 4 Egyptian gods. Twice a year, at just the right time, the light would bathe through the entrance of the temple and illuminate the statues with golden light, except for the statue of Ptah, the god of the underworld. He would remain in darkness. Sitting right beside the great temple of Ramses II sits one of only 2 temples in Egypt that are dedicated to the wife of a pharaoh, Ramses II's favorite wife, Queen Nefertari. But what makes this temple so unique is it's the only temple that depicts a pharaoh and his wife as equals. Both statues are the same height. The small temple might not be as majestic as the great temple, but it is just as intricately designed inside and shows off some spectacular scenes of music, dancing, and praise of the Egyptian gods. Our short visit to Abu Simbel gave us some of the most incredible scenery in all of our travels through Egypt. But before the day was done, we had to make it back to Aswan, because that night we had a 9th birthday to celebrate. give another shout out to our partners while we were in Egypt, Traveline Egypt. They made our visit through the country absolutely incredible and super easy. I highly recommend checking them out if you're considering making a family trip to Egypt. Make sure you subscribe and like, and we'll see you next time on The Wandering Waggers.